Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top four seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there are ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Texas. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
For this Washington offense and another first down, and I tell you, this guy's living up to the expectations of a Washington quarterback. They've had some great play out of that position over the years.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
The defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for a deep completion. He's got it right near the end zone. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Huskies. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the handoff. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller and allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball and it's a short gain. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down. Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Short connection to the tight end here. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And he's got his man open downfield. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas. Here comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And looking to throw now on first down. That's caught. It's sharp. The ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. It brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, that one's picked off. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here we go, back in the red zone. 0-2 scoring touchdowns here so far, and it's third and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And they're looking down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand. Third down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
And he knocks that one right through.
Now, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Washington offense is back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down. They're going to throw the football. It's an out route. The catch made. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Ball handed off. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. Tough spot. The offense has to convert a 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch downfield. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They're going to scramble now. Defense will make the stop, and it will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. And the Huskies will have to punt this one away. He's on to boot it away now. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? He's moving out of the pocket now. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Play action fake, looking to throw. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all on the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
And sack sets up an important 3rd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Quick completion to the tight end.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Washington offense heads back out on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's sharp. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, a really good ball here by this quarterback to be able to pick up this first down. And hey, this guy is living up to the legacy of what Washington quarterback play has been for a number of years, going way back to Warren Moon and Mark Brunell, and more recently with Jake Browning, and of course the last couple years with Michael Penix.
Looking to throw it on first down. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Keeping it on the ground here. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here's the target, and it's complete. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The Huskies looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First down, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Pass caught. Can he get in? He shoved out of bounds about the 3.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
There's a run call on third and goal. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to fourth down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Extra point makes the lead 4. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Gets the first and still running. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 20. Past the 10, and he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So that huge scoring play is wiped away by the penalty. Potentially a monumental call in this game. First down here for this offense. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And there's the handoff. It's hard running there through a tackle. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. Going the other way, can they stop him? So great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22. And with that last catch, he's now over 150 receiving yards for the game. Big fella has been unstoppable.
Yeah, I mean, think about how many tight ends do you think in one game can go over 150 yards receiving? This guy is a difficult matchup for any.
All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they'll set up for the PAT. The extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Washington offense retakes the field here. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. He bought some time, now lets it go. Receiver makes the grab, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And That's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. That pass is caught. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Now that's exactly what you love to see here in this 2-minute offense. You come up with a big play, and all of a sudden your mindset gets much more aggressive. You're not thinking just about 3 points. Maybe take some shots, get the ball into the end zone.
The quarterback making some changes at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Washington getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Cannot escape it. Down he goes. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Risky call here by this offense. I thought the quarterback might wait a little bit longer for him to take his route beyond the sticks. But he gets the ball out of his hands. How about the job by this receiver to fight for that 1st down?
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Huskies.
Hey, they roll the dice here and decide to be aggressive, and it pays off for a touchdown, and now they have the lead. They've worked themselves back to be in a great position. They got to feel great with how this first half has ended.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it a 4-point game. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Will kick this away to get the second half going. This one will be fair caught. Texas offense comes back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, the defense does a really nice job here of not only pressuring the quarterback, but not tipping their hand with coverage. They went to double coverage, but didn't show it till late. They confused the quarterback, and they almost came up with an interception.
Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First and 10 play coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Just what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others, but, man, plays like this is what you love to see. The product creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
There's a nice play by this defense after giving up a huge gain. They're able to turn things around, recalibrate, and get after that quarterback for that sack.
And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Now it's third and short from the 22. You expect this is four-down territory. Let's see what they do on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for three. He was successful with his first try. This one from 39 yards out. Kick is up and no good. And it's still a 4-point margin after the miss.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. First down, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Because much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. That's a bullet pass to the left side. Catch made way down to the 25. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. The Longhorns offense takes the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Locates the tight end. It's complete. Gets into space at the 50. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Throws it to the right. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they stop him, but not before an explosive play. Moves the ball all the way to the 32.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he threw it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Here's the second down play. Short throw complete to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Lets it go quickly, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackle made after the completion.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking to chuck it again. Pressure is coming. Now comes the field goal unit. It'll be a 33-yard attempt here. Right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And the Washington offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Dumps it down to the back. Clock. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Boy, if I'm the defensive coordinator, you can't leave the middle of the field that wide open. Makes it so easy for the quarterback to read and recognize and get the ball out of his hands for a first down.
That catch makes it a more manageable third down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Caught on the outside. It's sharp. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes
going for a big play downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Catch made, a lot of space now. An explosive play, moves the ball across midfield. They'll spot it at the 38. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back. That's reeled in. It's sharp. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Caught near the sticks. It's sharp. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Making people miss. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ball game.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. The receivers are running good routes. He has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. To cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. And that one's picked off. What a play. Touchdown, Washington. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the offense back out on the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, there's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of the quarterback trying to throw a football. And on this play, they end up flushing him out to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football. That's what led to this incompletion.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
It's a ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's running out of time here. Football comes out. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And the Washington offense heads back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. The pocket breaking down. It's caught downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, another accurate throw by this quarterback, and this guy has just been on fire all game long, over 200 yards passing, but more importantly, making great decisions for this offense and put them in a position to win this game.
Looking to throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Sharp. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, after this last play, he's now over 400 yards passing on the day. Are you kidding me?
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looking to throw yet again. This time it's complete. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Snap, hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after adding to this big lead, they are set to kick it away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking to scramble. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
But I love how this defensive coordinator knows how to get after this quarterback. This guy is dangerous when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator understands that. That's why he's trying to hurry up the process. They get pressure on him here, actually hit him as he's throwing this football.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's escaping the pocket now. Going to try to use his legs here. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner, picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds his man, has the first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Running through the tackle. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback dropping back. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short game.
3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, he's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. The game moves the ball to the 34.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that will help them down the road.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Bringing pressure. Couldn't find anybody open. He just has to throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
They're 1 for 3 so far on 4th down attempts. Can they convert here? Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's broken up nicely. The defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this fourth down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
And the Washington offense retakes the field here. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games where you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility. And on Monday as a team, you break down the film. They'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.